Hi, today I'm going to show you how you can create a notification that will alert you if ever there's a situation where there's no one available on Omnichannel. So if you're in a busy organization and sometimes people are too busy, or maybe the people are away on lunch, or maybe you're spread across multiple divisions in different areas, being proactively notified to this scenario can really help, because then you can send someone online and make sure that there's always someone available to take incoming requests from your customers. So the first thing to note before building this is what happens behind the scenes based on people's availability in Omnichannel. There is an object or a data type called user service presence, and this represents the live status of the record, of the user's availability. So if I run this now, we can see that I'm currently available. So I've got my user, my current status, which is not an away status. I'm currently available, and it is my current status true. If I remove that, we will see all of my historical statuses, but we're only interested in the ones in my live state. So is current status true is really important. So if I then move to, let's say, busy, we'll see that is away will move to true. I'm now no longer available because I'm away. And if I come offline, we can see that there's no entries in here. So this is important because this is what we're going to trigger our notification of. It's based on the current status. So if ever there's a situation where there's no one available, just like we're seeing on here, that's when we want to be notified. So with that in mind, we'll go to the actual application to start building this notification. The first thing we need to do is we need to enable that data type, because that's not one that's supported out of the box, but it's very easy to enable any type of data in Salesforce. So I've gone to the application settings, gone to object settings, and I'm clicking new to create a new, to enable this object. The object is called user presences, and the object type is what we can see here, which is without any spaces, is user service presence. That's what contains that information, and that's what we want Act On It to track. And the last thing I'm going to do is going to tick this checkbox here, which is message automation enabled, and save. That's now enabled Act On It to understand and be able to track and monitor that type of data in Salesforce. So now we can go to the notification tab to build a new notification. I'm going to click new, and there's various types of notifications we can create. I'm going to go and choose data summaries for this case, and hopefully that'll become clear why in a bit. So firstly, hello, let's start by providing a name and helpful description for your automation. I'm going to say users unavailable. And I'll just get the description for now. Which type of records are you interested in tracking today? I'm going to say our user presences, so it's our newly enabled notification type there. And we'll go next. Now this logically is a little bit awkward to configure, because what we're looking for is the scenario. Well, we're going to try and define what does available mean, first of all. So available is where there is a user service presence where we're filtering on the current state to get everyone's active status, where is away is false, because we're looking for anyone who's online. That's what we want to isolate first of all. And then we're going to flip that by counting how many people are and seeing if there's no one available, but I'll show you that in just a second. So criteria that we want to apply is who's online right now. So I'm going to open up the manage conditions console here. I'm going to say where is current state is true, and is away state is false. That's enough to find me everyone who's currently available right now. If I wanted to, I can have it monitor particular people's availability by choosing the owner, and say the owner is, and you can choose and find multiple users as you need to there, and confirm that. But I'm going to leave it quite broad now and just see is anyone available in Omnichannel currently. So with that in mind, I'm now going to apply the final condition, which is when would you like your chosen recipients to be notified if the total number is equal to 0. That's really important, because we're basically saying who's online, and if that number of people that are online is 0, that's when we want to notify our users. So when we'd like this to run is the next step. We can have it run once a day, which should be a bit slow in this use case. So what we're going to do is we're going to say multiple times a day, and we can be as frequent as every minute, but maybe every 3 or 4 minutes, maybe 5 minutes is good enough. You can also specify it to run between particular business windows as well, which saves you being pinged when you're at the end of your working day unnecessarily. So let's just say we operate between 8 AM and 8 PM we need to be online and available for our customers, and maybe on select days of the week as well, so say Monday to Friday. And we'll go to the next step. Now it's about who do we want to target with our notifications. Who are the supervisors, the managers, or maybe even the the technicians or the service representatives themselves. We can click add or remove to add any combination of users, queue members, roles or groups or public groups as well to our list, and they're not mutually exclusive. You can include all of them as you need to there. And once we're happy with that, just moving something that you can't see out of the way, sorry. We're going to confirm that, and we'll go to the next step. And this is the fun step, right? This is where you get to configure what your notification will say and the look and feel and how it will be delivered. I've actually made one earlier just for speed, so if I fire a test message, we'll see that arrive via Actonet's push notification console. There it is. You don't necessarily have to have it pop up and play a sound and fire confetti. That's completely up to you. You can customize how you want it to be delivered. But what you can also do that's really important is you can reach people outside Salesforce as well. So if if you're on the move and you want to be notified, you can enable the mobile push notification via the standard Salesforce app, or you can send an email as well. You can even forward these messages to another platform, so you can create a webhook in Slack, for example, and have it sent to a Slack channel there. So the last step is simply just to verify everything we just configured. So is this correct? So Mondays to Fridays, Actonet will be searching for available users every 5 minutes between 8 in the morning and 8 p.m. It will count the number of users that are available, and if there's no one available, it's going to send this push notification to our target recipients here. That looks good to me, so I'm going to save that. That is now active and working for us. So you can see that it's next scheduled to run. It's after hours now, so it's going to schedule to run tomorrow at 8 a.m. and it will keep running and keep checking that for you as a real hands-free way of monitoring your Salesforce environment and making sure that you're notified if ever there's that scenario, so you can deliver high quality service and be very responsive to your customers. Right, thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to learn more about this application, you can find us on the App Exchange. We are called Actonet. You'll find us under User Push Notifications for Salesforce. And if you have any questions or need any help with the setup, we'll be happy to help you. You can reach us at help@overlayapps.com, and we'll happily support you getting this set up. Thank you very much for watching.